Hello and welcome back to the channel. I am Metastar Messenger, creator and host of the Chronus Book of Days, a one-of-a-kind weekly tarot calendar system. If you are new here, the Chronus Book of Days communicates universal messages. The weekly card interpretations apply to all zodiac signs and all people. Naturally, some of the archetypes, actions, themes, and manifestations will resonate with you on a personal level, others may not, and that's fine. Take what resonates. In addition to weekly insights taken from the Book of Days, I also include the most relevant numerical and astrological highlights for the week, simplifying it all for you. And with that, here we are, we have reached chapter 39, in the Chronus Book of Days, hard to believe. This week the cosmic pie contains an irresistible mix of sweet and rotten apples for sure. There is the great balance, Temperance off kilter, the King of Swords who is never one to toy with holding court, Mercury out of the retrograde shadows, and a full harvest moon casting illusions upon the Emerald City. So, if you're ready, let's dig in. Where last week, in chapter 38, we encountered the great adversary, the devil, and the Queen of Swords, who gave us the spiritual tools to overcome his oppressions and negativity, this week, in chapter 39, we encounter the great intercessor, keeper of the cosmic balance, Temperance. Temperance, represented as key 14 and ruled by the zodiac sign Sagittarius, finds its benevolent guidance in Jupiter. When reversed, it serves as a reminder to tread carefully and find balance within yourself. Or, as you've heard it said, to slow your roll. It suggests that impatience or impulsivity may be clouding your judgment, causing you to lose sight of your priorities. This is not a good time for either Wall Street speculators or gamblers in general. It's crucial to take a step back, reflect on your actions, and avoid rushing into decisions. Divine support and protection may seem less certain in this moment, you may feel forsaken and on your own, but by regaining control of your emotions and actions, you can realign with your true path. Practice moderation and seek harmony within, as it will pave the way for a more stable and balanced future. Temperance reversed, has as its week 39 satellite companion, the King of Swords. The king is depicted by a mature man sitting on a throne, holding a sword upright in one hand, and is linked with the cardinal air sign Libra but can also represent the masculine air set which includes Aquarius and Gemini as well. As the last card in the 13-week sword series, he is the only figure of the suit to make direct eye contact, which is both a powerful statement and nonverbal form of communication that symbolizes active interest, engagement, confidence, honesty, trustworthiness, respect, authority, and a cold humorlessness that can send chills up your spine. In some cultures, prolonged eye contact may be seen as confrontational or offensive, while in others, it's expected and appreciated. Here it embodies the qualities of active listening, authority, and straightforwardness. Overall, the King of Swords embodies the qualities of a wise and logical leader who values intellect, fairness, and clear communication. When the King of Swords holds court, which he does but once a year, come week 39, you do well to approach situations with common sense, good faith and truthfully, if not, prepare to be cut down and hard. Just like his queen, the King of Swords is not one to suffer fools. In combination with Temperance reversed, the powers of divine favor and protection step aside, granting the King of Swords the authority of true Solomon-like judgment and power. Therefore, if you have been playing fast and loose with the rules, the law, borrowed time, or money, this is the week where your luck may abruptly run out. This is, as you will discover in upcoming chapters, the first full week of seasonal justice and harvest rewards. It's also the first of 5 weeks in the Chronus Book of Days when the pendulum swings, bringing karmic payback and consequences home to roost. As an archetype, the King of Swords when paired with Temperance reversed can represent an individual who once held a prominent position within a prestigious group, council, or club, who now finds themselves on the receiving end of a chilly reception or even having their membership revoked. The King of Swords can manifest as an individual who displays an excessive sense of self-righteousness, often engaging in long drawn-out arguments, legal battles and quarrels. They may come across as cold, cruel, and even Machiavellian, exhibiting traits resembling an Archangel Michael complex where they justify their harshness by believing they are warriors for a divine cause, fighting against what they perceive as evil. Lori Vallow Daybell, often referred to as the Doomsday Mom, and her husband, Chad Daybell, known for their connection to the evangelical end times movement, began their righteous purge of family members under the auspices of Week 39. Their case involved the death of 4 individuals, including 2 of Lori's own children, based on their shared belief that these individuals were corrupted zombies. In this context, the King of Swords could be an individual who abuses even minimal privileges of power. Fans of the hit television series The Office might recall the episode Stress Relief, where Dwight Schrute, as office safety manager, sets a fire to test his colleagues' response to fire safety procedures and to see if his colleagues have heeded his safety rules. This extreme and memorable moment showcases how different tarot personalities can often manifest in real life. When the King of Swords and Reverse Temperance appear in matters of love, relationships, divorce proceedings, or breakups, their combination is not usually favorable and often indicates challenges, imbalance, and a lack of harmony or cooperation. Together, they suggest a situation where one person, potentially the King of Swords or someone embodying his traits, is trying to approach the relationship or situation with logic and reason, but the relationship or situation itself may be facing a toxic mixture of imbalance, disharmony, or emotional turbulence, as indicated by reverse temperance. In the context of divorce proceedings or breakups, this combination could imply a need for clear and objective decision-making, perhaps even involving mediation or arbitration between the 2 conflicting parties. However, this duo also points to difficulties dealing with emotions and the possibility of an unsteady or discordant atmosphere, perhaps requiring a restraining order or other order of protection. When Week 39 influences, the King of Swords, Reverse Temperance, and the Chariot come together, the Chariot's determination and drive interact with the King's no-nonsense approach as well as Temperance's mixed emotions, creating a situation where one of the individuals in the relationship are determined to make things work through logical means, potentially even taking necessary steps to resolve outstanding issues, such as having straightforward conversations about concerns, feelings, and expectations, setting boundaries, seeking mediation, counseling, therapy, or other experts and outside help, while the other may be struggling, resistant, acting in bad faith, dithering on purpose, unwilling to take yes for an answer, or moving the goalpost of expectation with every concession made. Either way, both parties may find it quite challenging to harmonize their needs and emotions during this time. And as the month of September, associated with the Hermit, comes to an end, a brief 1-week pause may prove to work wonders. Perhaps try it, give the hostilities a rest. Lastly and importantly, when the Sun made its shift to Libra on September 23, the solar path transitioned away from the inner world of emotions, romance, and passion that is common to the suit of Cups and moved to the creative, active, and ambitious suit of Wands. If you've noticed a recent increase in happiness and inspiration, it can be attributed to this solar shift away from the turbulent rip tides of summer. The Two of Wands represents the 10-day path of the Sun through the first 10 degrees of Libra, and acts as a collective influence looking for conscious expression. The Two of Wands represents accomplishment, recognizing how far you've come, having a vision of the future and the world in the palm of your hand, and perhaps most importantly, a reliable relationship with both the inner self and a higher power. Overall, when the Two of Wands solar path aligns with Week 39 energies, together they advise finding a delicate balance between making decisions are neither entirely driven by emotions, which can lead to impulsivity, nor solely dictated by cold logic, which can lead to insensitivity. In simple terms, the week ahead is about congruency and using your head and heart to make good decisions in all the different parts of life. And while aiming high is commendable, remember that having faith and putting in diligent effort is essential to manifest your aspirations. It's not the moment to set ambitious goals without genuine belief and hard work. However, rest assured that the universe is ready to offer significant support when necessary. So, have complete confidence in your capacity to attract what you desire and require. The weekend of Week 39 carries numerous karmic implications, making it challenging to decide on where to begin. It features the full harvest moon, marking the first reaping of autumn. During this time, we gather the results of our actions and inactions, our priorities since the new year, or at least since the Aries new moon 6 months ago. We also face the repercussions of our words and actions, with both rewards and consequences gradually unfolding throughout October and November, reaching their pinnacle during the Feast of Feasts, Thanksgiving. The way we perceive our reality, feeling blessed, abundant, and thankful, or doomed, deficient, and anguished, hinges largely on the seeds we have sown, and the cultivation of both good and bad karma. In addition to the full moon, two simultaneous planetary aspects are completing their connections to Uranus, known as the Great Awakener. These aspects involve Venus, both morning star and governor of the autumn season, and Mercury, which will emerge from its retrograde shadows Saturday, September 30th. I believe it was author Peter Lamasuria who offered that at times, the future seems to cast its shadows in advance, as if the subtle undercurrents of impending events send out shockwaves preceding the actual news of their occurrence. Indeed, we've all had that feeling of there being something in air, but what exactly eludes us? There are biblical references that mention shadows or pillars that behaved as divine signs, messengers, and guides. Some astrologers recognize and refer to this visible foreshadowing phenomenon as the retrogradation of the inner planets, primarily Mercury, Venus, and Mars. These three planets are particularly habitual at communicating and providing warnings of impending events, both the good and not so much. The harvest moon holds this exact phenomenon, involving the shadows of both Venus and Mercury to Uranus, with Mars completing the full picture. This puzzling plotline has been unfolding gradually, starting with Mercury's conjunction with Uranus on June 4th, mere hours before we collectively plunged into the 8-week abyss that I have named the Dog Days Void. As if scripted by the cosmos, this celestial drama now reaches its conclusion beneath the radiant brilliance of the impending full moon. So, what should we make of this when placed in the framework of week 39 influences already in play? To start, Venus and Mars share dual rulership of the harvest full moon, with Venus governing the Libra sun, and Mars exercising control over the Aries full moon. Although the sun and moon are naturally at odds, Venus sextile to Mars while in mutual reception is quite a positive influence, especially for the attainment of fame, abundance, and wealth. This aspect between harvest moon rulers fosters a harmonious blend of energies related to attraction, ambition, and creativity, which can contribute to achieving recognition, financial success, and abundance in various aspects of life. Mars, both in transit of Venus sign of Libra and aligned with the benevolent Spike of Destiny or Spica, goddess of autumn, is highly motivated to act on behalf of Venus, emancipating her from the retrograde shadows, and to fulfill her every desire. All Venus needs to do is express her wishes from a pure place, and they shall be granted. However, and similar to what we often encounter in fairy tales and myths, wishes often come with a catch or a twist. This is where Uranus and the recent retrograde loops of Venus and Mercury come into play. All three planets, Venus, Mars, and Mercury, are standing before the mighty Uranus, who presents us with formidable challenges in exchange for significant and sometimes life-changing rewards. Here, we can liken Uranus to the Wizard of Oz, issuing death-defying tests of character and orchestrating personal transformations along the path of greater achievements, behind the curtain of invisibility. Or, recall once more, The Office, and Dwight's eccentric and unconventional approach to testing fire safety procedures. This example of extreme and unexpected action perfectly reflects the influence of Uranus. As of September 29th, under the harvest full moon, Venus will have successfully navigated her triple transit challenges with Uranus. Similarly, Mercury, acting as the guide and observer of Venus' journey, returns to Uranus, and in true Virgo form, with a comprehensive report in hand. Meanwhile, Mars, riding the karmic south node, with its quincunx aspect, appears to be part of this picture to ensure that the final judgment or the Uranian Council's decisions are just and precise, thereby aligning with the wisdom of the King of Swords, even in the presence of the inverted Temperance Angel. Do you recall setting clear intentions or making profound, passionate wishes during the powerful new moon of the spring equinox on March 21st? What were your desires and aspirations at that time? It's possible that the universe is aligning itself to work in your favor come this truly full circle moment. This week in Chapter 39, I introduced Temperance Reversed and its satellite companion, the King of Swords, as an annual combination overseeing the beginning of autumn and the harvest season. These two cards, each with their unique symbolism, offer valuable insights into the upcoming months and the energies that will shape this period of transition and reflection. I also offered advice of balancing rationality and emotion in relationships, especially when things between parties get difficult and contentious. I discussed the harvest full moon, and we explored how the retrogradation of inner planets, primarily Mercury, Venus, and Mars, can serve as a kind of foreshadowing for upcoming events, both positive and negative alike. I touched upon how harmonious aspects between Venus and Mars can fuel the manifestation of wishes and desires, including fame, abundance, and riches. I also spoke of Uranus as a symbol of challenges and transformation, akin to the Wizard of Oz orchestrating tests for greater rewards. I acknowledged Venus and Mercury's triple transit challenge to Uranus and Mars' quincunx aspect, highlighting their roles in shaping events and karmic judgments. Throughout this episode, the symbolism from the tarot, primarily the King of Swords and the Temperance Angel, communicated the dynamics and energies at play in celestial events. At all times, week 39 had an undercurrent emphasizing effective communication, balancing logic and emotions, and wise decision-making. Take heed. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Please reach out and leave a comment or question below. I am wishing you all a fantastic week and a magical full harvest moon ahead. I am Metastar. Until next time. Always love.